Hi everyone, Gary Nicholson here for weatherweb.net. It's your look ahead video on Saturday 25th of October. Thank you for watching. And the main theme over these next few days is the continued rainfall across western Scotland. This is through until around Wednesday of the week ahead, and showing some very high rainfall totals over the Western Highlands, easily getting over 200 millimetres on this latest model, so that's over 8 inches of rain. So concerns then for flooding in this part of the world. Could even be that some of the rivers that flow east out of this region, so say the River Tay, out eastwards from the Highlands, does rise as well, as that rainfall all filters through the system. So even though you won't have had the heavy rain in that part of the world, some of these eastern rivers could well rise quite significantly. So one to keep an eye on over these days ahead then. Elsewhere, you can see that rainfall really diminishes as you go towards the southeast of England. Some rain may be reaching here by about Tuesday, but otherwise very little before then. Just to run you through the charts then, this is the chart for Sunday. A strong southwesterly flow, upland gales or severe gales over the hills of northern England and Scotland, and a breezy old day at low levels even across many parts of northern England too. Not quite so strong winds down across the south coast, but still a breeze from the southwest. Best of any sunshine is out towards the east, and some fairly mild temperatures as well, around 16 or 17 degrees, and there's that persistent rain across the western side of Scotland, with slow-moving fronts grazing the north as we go through the day. By Monday, still got a south to southwesterly airflow, a little bit more of a southerly, so slightly warmer than it will have been on Sunday even, so temperatures rising to around 17 or 18 in the south. Still got that rainfall across the western side of Scotland, bits and pieces of rain around the western coast of the Irish Sea, but otherwise most places are dry. Best of any sunshine again, central eastern parts of England. Tuesday sees a cold front making its way southeastwards and finally starting to see that rain relent from the western side of Scotland. Band of rain making its way southwards and eastwards. Just uncertainties on exactly the timing of this one. It looks like rain getting into northwestern areas of England and Wales and slowly pushing its way further into the Midlands. I think finally running out of steam by the time it gets to more southeastern areas. It looks like some rain coming through by around nightfall, Tuesday evening, overnight into Wednesday then. And still quite mild with a brisk southwesterly breeze across more southeastern parts, but colder air spreading in behind this rain across the north of Scotland. That colder air spreads to most places by Wednesday, a cooler day for most, then temperatures back to around 12 to 15 degrees Celsius by day, and the risk of a bit of patchy frost, mist and fog first thing on Wednesday morning, but a calmer day for most, and just bits and pieces of scattered showers. Just need to watch out for a bit of rain hanging around across the south of England if this front doesn't quite clear, or gets left behind with some bits and pieces of rain as we go through the day on Wednesday. And by Thursday, high pressure moving away towards the east, the next set of fronts waiting out in the Atlantic to spread in and gradually encroaching in by the end of the week, bringing another spell of wind and rain to many western parts of the country. Looking slightly further ahead then, this is the day 7 to 10 day mean of the 500 millibar flow from the different models, the European model on the left, GFS on the right, so comparing pretty much then the first few days of November by this stage, and looking pretty unsettled with lower heights away towards the north, the blue colours shown here, pretty similar on both model runs, slightly deeper trough showing on the GFS and higher pressure away towards the south and higher heights. So a pretty strong jet stream across the country and looking a fairly changeable, unsettled westerly pattern is the main theme from that then as we go through into that start of November. Just to run you through a few days ahead then on the GFS ensemble model, this is just to take you through day by day and see where things do develop. This is the south to southwesterly flow across the country on Monday, and gradually the cooler air spreading southwards across Scotland, the lower heights, and that cold front pushing its way southwards during the day on Tuesday. Pressure builds in then, as we saw, as we go through the middle part of the week. There's that next big low in the mid-Atlantic, bringing in a south to southwesterly airflow later in the week. So a cooler spell midweek, and then back to a mild push of south or southwesterlies as we end the week, and that big low stuck out in the mid-Atlantic, the big ridge in the upper heights showing here across many parts of Western Europe. Through to the early part of November, and that low gets a bit more active across the country. The trough swinging across the British Isles and pulling in cooler air across the country once again. Wouldn't be surprised if some little cold shot of air gets around the back of this system and brings cooler conditions, a general drop-off in temperatures as we go through into that first week of November and see how things develop on this one. So ups and downs of temperatures. I think a colder spell, or a cooler spell rather, in the middle part of this week, turning milder again by the end of the week, so that last few days of October, maybe the 1st of November, mild again, before then dropping away with temperatures as we go through into that first week of November. And just to compare that with the ECMWF ensemble, the European run, This is similar dates then for the 31st of October, showing the pretty similar pattern to what the GFS was showing really, with the big ridge across Western Europe and the trough out to our west and a broad south or southwesterly flow. Just run that through a few days, similar sort of trend, we're picking up a westerly pattern, so staying on the unsettled side, the trough just trying to dig in a little bit more towards the north, bearing in mind of course that this is going to smooth out some of the detail on the ensemble run, but I think the theme is there that things are unsettled and gradually picking up a cooler air mass from the northwest as we go through into those first days of November. So maybe sometime in that first week of November, the middle of that week, around the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, just picking up much cooler air compared to the end of this week, so around the 31st of October. And those potential ups and downs of temperatures shown quite well. This is the temperature trace for Birmingham over these next few days, the next couple of weeks in fact ahead as we go through. There's the pickup in temperatures back to milder temperatures as we go into the start of this week, dropping away through midweek and then rising again towards the end of the week, gradually then tailing off into the first week of November. So that seems to be the theme that we're going with at the moment from the various models. Of course, though, we'll keep you right up to date with all the very latest thinkings here at weatherweb.net as we go through the days ahead. For now, though, thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.